Hello, I'm Kristen Lee, and I don't have any content for this week, so I'm kind of just coming up with ideas as I go. But my voice keeps giving out because my allergies are going crazy, so if you're in the same boat as me, I figured I'd do a story time and show you what I use, and maybe it'll help you. What is that hair doing? Okay, anyway. So story time, I want to say it was like 12 years ago. It doesn't matter. I was still in New York at the time, and I swore I had strep throat. And I went to urgent care. I didn't have health insurance at the time, so I had to pay out of pocket. And I needed the note saying that that's what I had so that I could copy it for the parents that I worked for so that they could go to their job and say, I don't have care, for my child because she's closed today. Because I'd had the spots, I had a slight fever, my sinuses were blown. I just felt like crap. I get to urgent care and this hippie looking doctor comes in and he's got Birkenstocks and funky ponytail and just that like groovy kind of look to him. And he goes, You're either going to be really happy or really mad, but I got good news and I got bad news. And I was like, okay. And he said, good news is you don't have strep throat. I was like, dude, like you see me, I'm sick. Like I'm coughing up a lung. My throat has the bumps. What? He goes, well, that's the bad news. He was like, I feel horrible that you came to urgent care because you have really bad hay fever. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, yes, I have allergies, and yes, I get seasonal sinus infections, especially in the spring and fall, but really bad hay fever did this to me. I was like, what about the fever? What about this? And he goes, hay fever. And he goes, so you can go next door and get these things out of the pharmacy, and you should feel better right away. So then he tells me to get children's allergy medicine, children's Benadryl, and a decongestant. I use Robitussin DM to help when I get phlegmy and stuff like that, but to each their own. I'm not a doctor. If any of this sounds like something that you need, I ask you to ask your doctor. But I went to the store next door to the urgent care, bought this stuff, took it in the parking lot, and it was almost instantly better. So don't knock children's Benadryl, okay? My dad didn't believe me. He recently had an allergic reaction to something, and he's like, I feel like my throat's closing up. So I poured him a little shot glass, gave it to him. I said, pop it back. I said it should help. And he popped it back, and he was like, what is going on? I was like, I can't take Benadryl, like actual Benadryl. It makes me super hyper, makes my heart race, and it's not a good time, but I can take that. And I take the 5-year-old to 11-year-old dose. And then I also do Flonase when I'm having really bad days. Every day I take Claritin or Zyrtec. I kind of switch them out so that my body can, I don't remember the medical term, but it was suggested that I do it, and I do it, and it helps. But I don't know if you can see, but I've been breaking out in hives. I had hives all the way up here the other day, and then some of it went all the way down my neck. It was not fun. But if you don't like medication and you want to do more natural, ideas and stuff, they do make the saline nasal mist, but this has aloe. So if your nose is dry and it's sore from blowing, this helps a lot. And I suggest you do it in the shower or over a sink, because the best thing that works for me is almost like a neti pot kind of thing where you just squirt it up there and just let everything drop, which is gross, but it helps. But we found this for little bro because his allergies get really bad around now. He's allergic to the olive tree and dust, I think. And then if you have, you know, the nose and throat issues, and your throat gets raw, honey, but locally made honey is supposed to help. I love honey in my teas, and I think that tea is great to have every day. Helps with digestion. It helps, you know, with your nerves. So I'm hoping that maybe these things would help. And yeah, that's my video today. Kind of thrown together. If you have really bad allergies, I'm sorry. I'm suffering with you. I hope you feel better, and I will see you in the next one.